frequently speak at manufacturing companies because some of their best workers are failing once they get promoted to the white collar level. And it's not because they can't do the job. It's because nobody taught them the unwritten rules of white-collar work. I'm Dr. Anna Kalschmidt. I research the unwritten rules of work for the working class, neurodivergence, and intersections of race and gender. I'm from a rural, predominantly working-class area in North Florida. And I know from being around it and my research that in blue-collar work, if something's broken, you say, this is broken, let's fix it. And not just that, you also know that that brings value to the company, and you know what to bring up in your performance evaluations. You know how to show your skill. It's not the same in white-collar work. You have to speak more indirectly. Say, I'm wondering if we might explore some opportunities for improvement in this area. You have to know how to gas yourself up and align yourself to values and organizational mission that isn't as concrete as saying your business sells tractors, I fix the tractor, boom. There's my value. Blue-collar workers build trust by doing good work and having each other's back and keeping each other safe. White-collar workers build relationships with small talk, lunch meetings, and a lot of schmoozing. And notice I didn't say they build trust. As we have shifted towards a more service-oriented economy now that a lot of manufacturing jobs were sent overseas a few decades ago, research in the UK noticed that a lot of working-class men weren't going into these customer service jobs even though these jobs were available. And they interviewed working-class men and asked why they wouldn't do it, and one of them literally is quoted as saying, I can't put a smiley face on it. When talking about customer service roles, they saw it as demeaning and against their identity as working-class men to do this work. This conflict isn't about capability, it's about cultural codes. While more men have had to go into service work, and certainly not all of them have this issue, I still work with many companies who run into this problem where they're like, I have a fantastic mechanic, but I promoted him to run the auto shop and he's pissing off my customers. I call that the unwritten rule of indirect communication. There's also the unwritten rule of schmoozing. All of these are new things for people who are from blue-collar working class backgrounds. And there is a benefit to the company of learning how to navigate this, because I can tell you as a customer, I want to talk to someone in the auto shop who understands how my car works. I don't want to talk to someone who has an MBA and has never worked on a car. Now, if they had done both, fantastic. Smart companies are becoming aware of these unwritten rules of work instead of just expecting people to figure them out and paying for the costs that are associated with it. Because when you unlock these rules, you unlock incredible talent. But don't just take my word for it in a 3-minute video. Go to the link in my bio and get a free pre-release chapter from my upcoming book to get a sense of what some of these unwritten rules are and how they are impacting business and how they have been for a while now.